See you. What do you hear in that statement that he just made? If my presence in an investigation or anything like that is a hindrance, we can deal with that at that time. I've been elected to do a job, and I intend to do that job.
Well, the question here simply is, has he become a hindrance? And if so, how do you handle this so that the individuals that are under prosecution now will have a structurally integral case and bite at the apple? And more importantly, as a prosecutor, has he gone beyond the scope of what he's supposed to and acted indiscreetly? Prosecutors have to make sure that they're measured not only in the way that they speak publicly, but particularly at press conferences. I'm a mayor of a city. I'm going to be sworn in this evening. Elected officials also have to be measured and composed, particularly when you're dealing with the guilt and the innocence of individuals. He had exculpatory evidence, may not have turned it over in a timely fashion. It begs the question whether or not at all the gentleman was trying to purposefully hold back information to hedge his election, and whether or not the district attorney's office should have had better controls in place, a more sterile opportunity for these individuals to be prosecuted, such that a story within a story would not be created.
Yeah, Michael, at what point in a case like this does a prosecutor who just gets too much attention, and in this case it's all pretty much bad attention, whether he's guilty of ethics violations or not, at what point does the community say, or does he look at himself or his colleagues look at him and say, you know what, you're just too much of a hindrance because of your publicity?
I think this has to be vetted through. Every DA, every U.S. Attorney's Office has a public spokesperson that should have been speaking on this matter, not the individual. At any given point where a story is created within a story, we've lost the integrity of the process, and then the people that suffer are those that are on trial. To imagine that he had evidence and didn't hand it over and is then facing an election was not good judgment of the district attorney's office. So in many ways, I feel that their controls in their office has to be looked upon again.
All right, Michael Wilds, who's a former prosecutor and also mayor of Englewood, New Jersey, being sworn in tonight, it sounds like. Michael, congratulations.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much.
Well, 7 New Orleans police officers have turned themselves in today to face charges in a fatal shooting